People say aliens don't exist.
A lot of people think they've seen signs of aliens. I have seen no evidence whatsoever of aliens.
But if that's true, then what is this?
What's that? That was a UFO!
This?
So the government are trying to hide this.
And even this.
Then how foolish.
And that's not all. Because with each passing day, new extraterrestrial encounters emerge, leaving us with more questions than answers.
There's a jet, and there's the saucer.
We've gathered the most compelling sightings and encounters that might just make you believe in aliens. Let's get started. In 1996, Dr. Jonathan Reed, hiking in the Cascade Mountains with his dog, stumbled upon an extraordinary sight. A small, alien-like creature near a hovering, black obelisk-shaped UFO. The creature struck his dog. Determined to preserve this discovery, he brought the alien home, placing it in a freezer. The next day, he recorded the creature, capturing signs of life, including subtle movements and blinking. Later, mysterious agents reportedly raided his home and took the alien. Though many dismissed the story as a hoax, it remains one of the most unusual and debated tales of alleged alien encounters. Secret interview.
Do you speak English?
In 2020, a shocking video surfaced online and left the world stunned. The footage showed a humanoid creature, clearly an alien, sitting in front of a camera. Its hands were tied, preventing any escape, and the setting appeared to be an unknown, possibly secret lab. Someone off camera was interrogating the alien, asking questions about its origins.
Are you a descendant of humans or not?
Its responses seemed strange, hinting at knowledge far beyond human comprehension. The alien even warned the expert about the possible threat of nuclear war. But is there any truth to those statements? That's what researchers are investigating right now. Roswell mystery. After the 1947 Roswell UFO collision, an alien body was reportedly recovered. Scientists were seen carefully examining the being, likely analyzing its anatomy in detail. The investigation might aim to determine whether it possessed organs resembling those of Earth's life forms. But the story didn't end there. Those scientists, who had direct contact with the creature, mysteriously disappeared soon after. Some believe they were abducted, taken by the alien they were studying. Was this a warning, or had they discovered something that was never meant to be revealed? Landing beings. People in Saudi Arabia had a stunning view from the top of a hill when they spotted something strange in the distance. A giant, disc-shaped saucer hovered in the sky. The moment they saw it, they knew exactly what it was. A UFO, just like the stories they had heard from all over the world. As soon as the UFO saw them, it quickly flew away, leaving behind a strange being. But when the alien noticed them, it vanished in an instant. By then, it was too late. They had already seen it. Area 51 secrets. A secret video has gone viral, showing strange footage from Area 51. The video, smuggled out of the Groom Lake base. It shows a strange creature lying on a stretcher, with pale skin and an odd skull. What's really weird is that it has one mermaid-like leg. Could it be a mix of a mermaid and an alien? Experts might be studying it to find out. The creature's condition looks bad, which could mean the experiment didn't go as planned. People are curious about what happened. Could this be a mistake in their research, or is it something else? What do you think happened? ET craft. A group of friends was enjoying a day in the woods when they noticed an unusual sight. A futuristic craft, unmistakably a UFO, was resting nearby. Curiosity got the better of them, and they decided to take a closer look. At first, it was just the craft, silent and still, but then it opened. An odd being stepped out, and its appearance matched every alien description they had ever heard. Its features were unlike anything on Earth. Fear took over, and without hesitation, they turned and ran, determined to leave the area as quickly as they could. That was one encounter they'd never forget. Inflated aliens. An unauthorized clip from the 1980s shows two bodies in incubation chambers. They appear human-like, but have inflated bellies, resembling aliens. The chambers might have been designed to preserve the bodies for scientific study. The incubation process could have been necessary to prevent tissue decay or even for revival experiments. Likely, the person who leaked the footage never wanted to work with that agency again, given the sensitive nature of what he revealed. NASA secrets. You've probably seen people talking to each other, but what about this? A clip shared online showed a man talking to a humanoid being, but not just any being. This one was one of the rarest. The two weren't just talking. They actually shook hands and appeared to know each other well. This video sparked a lot of debate. Many people called it proof of humans being connected with aliens in ways we don't fully understand. Some even speculated that the humanoid was from NASA, suggesting there's more going on behind the scenes than anyone realizes. Tube clone. A leaked video from a secret lab has gone viral, and what it revealed is nothing short of astonishing. Inside a glass container was not a random sample or ordinary cell, but a pale humanoid being resembling descriptions of aliens. Speculation quickly spread that scientists might be using advanced technology to clone extraterrestrial beings. In another clip, a larger container was shown housing a fully formed alien. If this is true, it could mean that humans will soon encounter aliens up close, not from distant galaxies, but from a laboratory. The implications are both thrilling and deeply unsettling. Terrifying encounter. While walking near the woods, a local stumbled upon a strange sight. In the middle of the track, sitting calmly, was a skinny being. It didn't look human at all. The figure's strange appearance, with elongated limbs and an odd presence, suggested it might not even belong to this world. As the local stared in disbelief, the being's unsettling gaze met his. The shock was overwhelming, and without a second thought, he took a cautious step backward. He didn't want to get any closer, not knowing what this mysterious figure could be or what its intentions were. Code warning. A creepy scene came to light, capturing attention everywhere. With a bizarre skull and enormous eyes, a dark creature was seen lying and looking distressed. Surrounding it were scientists, seemingly engaged in an intense interrogation. The sight suggested a deeper human curiosity about extraterrestrial life. Perhaps they aimed to learn about its culture or planet, or even document the encounter for future study. The extraterrestrial being could be seen threatening humanity.
What is this other threat?
Most of the people have debunked this video, claiming it to be an excellent work of CGI. But what if it's an actual warning from our space neighbors? Beach invasion. While enjoying their vacation by the beach, a family noticed an odd thing in the sky. At first, they thought it might be a drone, but as it got closer, they realized it was much bigger, a UFO. But that wasn't all. Standing in front of a tree was a humanoid being, completely still. One of the tourists, driven by curiosity, decided to approach. As he got closer, the alien reached out and placed its finger on his head, as if it were controlling him, something they had heard aliens were known to do. Shaken, the man stepped back, and as the family walked away, they realized this was only the beginning of things that they couldn't control. Discovered after crash. A disturbing video surfaced on social media, quickly gaining attention. It showed a humanoid creature lying on a stretcher, appearing frail, and possibly wounded as if it had experienced a crash landing. The scene suggested it was being transported secretly to a hospital for treatment under strict authority control. As the video proceeded, a person was seen carrying artifacts that might have been linked to a UFO. While the video's authenticity remains uncertain, for now, everyone awaits an official response from authorities. Alien on Moon. During the historic Apollo 11 mission, strange footage surfaced, revealing something unexpected. The camera, capturing distant views on the moon's surface, recorded a tall, skinny being moving in the background. Unlike other encounters, this one wasn't in the woods or a lab. It was far from Earth, on another celestial body. The astronaut didn't notice the figure at the time, and luckily, it never seemed to spot the camera. What was it doing there? Was it merely passing by, or was there more to its presence? Alien under observation. A secret clip revealed a strange, skinny being lying on an examination table. It moved slightly, appearing alive. The creature, believed to be an alien, looked frail, possibly from a crash landing. It slowly turned its head before lying back down, as if exhausted. In another mysterious clip, scientists were seen attending to a green entity, carefully examining its chest, possibly analyzing its organs or life functions. Their approach hinted at an effort to understand how it survived. But soon after, these clips vanished mysteriously. Authorities might have erased them to avoid public panic, or perhaps there's more going on behind those closed doors. Locked in jar. This hiker noticed some people burying some strange jar in the woods, so he decided to examine the place. He got lucky and found a box and 2 jars filled with slimy water. But the real shock was inside. Opening the first jar, he saw a lifeless humanoid figure, an alien replica. In the second jar was another alien, this one with a larger head. It could be possible that the aliens were real, and the people who buried them wanted to hide them from researchers, since with them, everything is classified. Because why else would someone want to hide them? Talking terror.
The second craft crashed way out west of Magdalena, New Mexico. They also found a live alien. It was named Eva.
In the early 1950s, it was reported that EBE-2, an alien, was given an artificial voice box, allowing it to speak. During an interview, it used pictures to say it came from the Zeta Reticuli star system. This created a new language, a big achievement in understanding aliens. However, the information was kept secret because of the fear and tension during the Cold War. Other documents, like the Carter Aquarius briefing, said EBE-1, another alien, passed away in 1952 under strange circumstances. Some believe that for aliens, demise is not the end, but just a change. Forest alien. This abandoned house was found in the deep forest. It looked like it had been shut for years, but just as the man got closer, an unusual sight caught his eye. Standing near the house was a being with a large skull, pitch black eyes, and a body that matched descriptions of creatures from other planets. The sight was so overwhelming that he didn't think twice. He turned and ran as fast as he could, leaving the weird figure behind. Alien fetus.
If you've ever seen an alien in a jar.
A preserved alien-like fetus, resembling those described in Roswell's accounts, was revealed in a peculiar story. The entity, stored in a jar, had large, haunting eyes and a tea bag-like color. Exposure to sunlight was said to turn its color translucent, but this one remained unchanged due to its isolation. Its eerie presence was hidden from view in a cupboard. Whether curiosity or discomfort, such a sight is hard to forget.
Just don't want to look at it. They'd rather just lock it up in a closet and not have to see it.
ET patient. This one video made the worker lose his job, because when it surfaced online in May 2023, It took the entire world by surprise. The video showed a paramedic leading a patient towards the operating theater. However, the patient was not human. It was a being, unmistakably an alien. The creature appeared injured, as if it had survived a crash, possibly from a spaceship. Its presence, unmistakable and chilling, raised speculation. Some even speculated that it was the same being rumored to want to rule our planet. Whatever the truth, the footage left everyone stunned. Mysterious dissection. Secret footage had unveiled a hidden agency operating behind closed doors. The footage showed a doctor examining what seemed to be an extraterrestrial being, not an ordinary patient. The detailed dissection suggests a strong intent to study and possibly understand alien life forms. This discovery has sparked talks about the secrets these agencies hide and their efforts to cover them up. Cave creep. This video claimed to reveal a chilling encounter in the mountains of the Andian region, South America, inside a secret cave, which looked more like a hidden NASA lab. A captured being was held. The camera person trying to get closer was suddenly hit by the being, causing him to fall. This violent reaction made it clear these creatures were far from friendly. After the incident, the footage abruptly ended, and no one knew what happened next. Museum reptile. In a museum, an odd exhibit has captured the curiosity of visitors. Inside a glass case lies a creature with a dinosaur-like face, a single leg with its ribs prominently visible. Originally discovered by a worker from a secret agency, the being was reportedly taken from a hidden base where several similar creatures were said to be kept. According to the worker, the base housed beings of unknown origins, beings that shouldn't exist in nature. Interestingly, the location of this base has been wiped from maps, making it impossible for anyone to find. Whether these creatures are the result of experiments or alien life forms, one thing is certain: this discovery is no ordinary fossil. Aliens' mummies. You've heard of mummies, but never like this. A video surfaced showing a figure placed in a mummy-like position, except it wasn't human. The figure appeared to be an alien, its body preserved in an unknown, dimly lit place. The unusual sight sparked debates. The alien's exact origin remains unclear, but the creepy scene left many thinking. Could this really be something hidden by authorities, or just an elaborate hoax? Whatever it was unlike anything we've ever seen before. Lab creep. A worker in a lab came across a disturbing creature. It had no eyes, no clear facial features, just a hauntingly blank face with long teeth resembling those of a vampire. Its pale, skinny body revealed veins prominently visible under its skin. The worker, clearly shaken, decided to resign immediately, unable to cope with what he witnessed. He believed the lab might have been conducting experiments that went terribly wrong, creating something beyond comprehension. This could be the result of a scientific mishap, or there might be a deeper, darker truth to uncover. Lab secrets. A video surfaced online, leaked by a worker, showing photos that were far from ordinary. These weren't photos of humans, but of alien species, taken in 2008. The images revealed authorities surrounding the beings, conducting tests on them in a secret location. The footage pointed to Rivière Rouge, where scientists had been running experiments without the public's knowledge. It wasn't until the video was leaked that people discovered the truth. The shocking revelation raised speculation about what had been happening in secrecy and how much more the authorities might be hiding from the world. The mystery only deepened with every new detail. Alien examination. Reports of strange visitors have left scientists searching for answers. One eerie video showed a being with a long neck, a balloon-like skull. A strange piece of machinery was also attached to its chest. Shockingly, the creature seemed to shake hands with a researcher, as if in gratitude for being saved. But what was it? The being looked fragile and unable to speak. Perhaps it wasn't just a visitor, but a sign of an ongoing exchange we're not meant to know about. Hiding creep. A cemetery worker doing his rounds in the woods one quiet day came across a sight he couldn't explain. As he walked near a grave, he saw a figure standing by it. At first, he thought it was just another person, but then he noticed the details. It was a skinny being with black eyes, exactly like the one seen in alien movies. The worker couldn't understand why it was there, especially in a human graveyard. Could it be that one of the graves contained someone like it, buried in place of a human? The thought was indeed very scary, forcing him to walk away. Pale being.
E eu tenho certeza que os ET tá habitando a Terra.
A hiker accidentally stepped into a restricted area in the woods and found something that shocked him. A pale white skeleton with an eerie skull and other body parts, some of which appeared to be missing. The shape of the bones resembled humanoid forms. The skeleton could be the remains of an alien being abandoned after a failed experiment, or when the project went wrong. The woods may have been the base of such experiments, with many more hidden underground. The hiker didn't stick around to find out more, knowing the consequences of stumbling upon such forbidden discoveries. Lake aliens. A tourist visiting the Lake of Ozarks in Mississippi noticed a tall, skinny figure slowly emerging from the water. 2 seconds later, another identical being appeared beside it, both moving in sync. As he looked around, it became clear these weren't ordinary figures. They were aliens. And they weren't just in the water. Looking across the woods, he realized they were everywhere. His peaceful vacation had turned into an unexplainable, leaving him terrified and unsure of what to do next. Varuna mystery. A rumored video said to be from Varuna has been making waves online. Posted by an unidentified man, it reportedly shows a startling discovery in the woods. Initially, he thought the figure lying there might be an animal, but as he approached, it became clear it was a small, creepy being with large red eyes. An alien. Speculation grew that a UFO might have crashed nearby, leaving the alien stranded. Some suggested that remnants of the UFO could still be found if a thorough search of the area were conducted. Could this be evidence of extraterrestrial presence, or is there another explanation? Either way, this discovery needs further investigation. Spying alien. While hiking through the woods, a group of friends came across a mysterious cave. As they stood at the entrance, a creature with a large skull and a terrifying appearance suddenly emerged from the cave. It made strange, unsettling sounds, almost as if warning them to leave. Though the identity of the mysterious cave inhabitor remained unknown, people called it an extraterrestrial that was left here to spy on humans. If that's true, just imagine the amount of secrets he has leaked by now. Lab footage got leaked. A viral video showed a humanoid body with pipes and machinery attached to it. The figure appeared slightly inflated, its chest rising as if breathing, or perhaps it was being kept alive by artificial ventilation. The creature was reportedly held in a lab in Kazan, with some even linking it to Area 51. What makes this more bizarre is the theory that the entity wasn't fully extraterrestrial. Some claim it was a cross between alien and human DNA, possibly created through secret experiments. Labs like these could be holding creatures that challenge everything we know about life and science. Aliens in Italy. In Torino, Italy, a hiker spotted an odd thing in the distance. Curious, he zoomed in and froze in fear. There, in the distance, was a giant disc-shaped saucer. 3 of its passengers, who were aliens, stood nearby. Realizing he was very close to them, the hiker quickly decided to run. Outnumbered and unsure of their intentions, he knew that getting caught could be a serious problem. With a racing heart, he made his escape. Injured alien.
Come on, move! Run!
Ever wandered too far into the woods for research? Well, let's just say this one man found more than he bargained for. He accidentally stepped into a restricted area, and what he found was beyond anything he expected. Near a fallen tree, he found an entity with a bizarre long skull that looked like it belonged to an alien. The creature seemed to be struggling to get up, like it had just crash-landed there. The footage cut off abruptly, leaving us with no answers.
Come on. It's alive. Come on, move. Rat!
Did he take the creature to the lab, or did it take him instead? Was this all a trap, set to catch a human? The last call. When a local went missing and the police could not find anything except for his phone, they decided to examine it. Surprisingly, they found this as the last recorded footage from it. The video shows the cameraman examining the strange figure standing in the bushes. The creature had a strange, slimy body with large black eyes. It seemed uneasy, but the moment their eyes met, the video cuts off. The man's disappearance was eventually turned into a cold case, as according to the police, he was abducted by the mysterious creature. Preserved alien. A startling discovery caught attention. A creature wrapped in a net and placed in a box. Experts were seen carefully loading it onto a truck, possibly heading to a research base for further study. The being appeared lifeless, hinting it could be an alien corpse. The creature might have been unearthed from an ancient crash site, its body preserved for centuries, or it was recently found and reported by someone who stumbled upon the unknown. Strangely, the experts who handled the creature vanished without a trace shortly after. Could they have awakened something unsafe, or unknowingly crossed into forbidden territory? Lifeless mystery. One local decided to take his dog for a walk in the woods, unaware that the walk would turn into a scene out of a nightmare. As they wandered deeper, the dog suddenly stopped, and he noticed a strange being in the distance. As they approached, they saw a human-like being lying lifeless on the ground, but it was clear this wasn't a human. Upon closer inspection, they saw it was an alien, and what made it even more disturbing was that one of its legs was missing. The area was weirdly quiet, and no one was around. Fearing the authorities might get involved, he quickly left, knowing that NASA likely had answers to what had happened, because there is nothing that enters our world, and they didn't know about it. Pink baby. A worker shared a creepy recording from a secret lab. It showed a small, pink, baby-like creature. The creature lacked developed features like eyes and had curved hands, suggesting it might still be developing. The worker who shared this footage likely faced consequences, but the sight of such a mysterious entity has left many thinking about its origins. A newborn alien or a clone derived from alien fossils? Share your thoughts. Basement terror. While working in a house, a contractor heard strange noises coming from the basement. It sounded like a wooden plank was moving, but there was no one down there. Curious, he went to investigate. What he saw left him frozen in fear. A blue humanoid being was standing in the basement holding the plank. As soon as it noticed him, it dropped the plank and quickly ran off. The contractor, still in shock, realized the truth. It was an extraterrestrial being. Terrified, he quickly left the house and refused to return, knowing he had witnessed beyond belief. Secret morgue. A chilling discovery has surfaced. A mysterious clip reveals a hidden facility filled with lifeless bodies. But these aren't ordinary remains. They appear to be extraterrestrial. Rows of alien figures lie motionless, giving the place an unsettling resemblance to an alien morgue. Might be where authorities store beings from previous crash landings. The secrecy suggests they're keeping the truth under wraps to avoid public fear. How many aliens rest there? And what stories do their silent forms hold? Until answers come, we will wait. Toy or alien? A hiker was exploring the rocky hills when he spotted an unusual sight. At first glance, he thought it might have been a toy, but as he got closer, he realized it was something much more shocking. A small being lay lifeless on the rocks. Its black eyes stared blankly, and its features were unlike anything he'd seen before. Definitely not human. It was clear now, this was an alien, though curious and tempted to take it as proof. The hiker quickly reconsidered. The strange creature seemed to have a quiet mystery about it, and something told him it was best to leave it where it was. It's time for today's open discussion. A remarkable incident surfaced involving a gray being discovered by chemists. Surprisingly, they were seen feeding and caring for it, suggesting it was alive but weak. The creature appeared aged, unnoticed by humanity. The chemists seemed focused on caring for it. Some theories suggest this being might have traveled through time, given its advanced appearance and unknown origins. Later, leaked reports confirmed what many had suspected all along. The being was not from this world. It was an alien, a visitor from the stars. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.